Um, okay, you should be modded. Am I lagging? Hey guys. Okay, I just wanted to make sure. Hey. Hello, guys, do me a favor. This is not my, you know. So can we all share this live out, please? I'm going to address some things. Hey guys, hey say no to clowns. Hello guys, do me a favor. This isn't my usual page. So, so can we all do me a favor? I need people in here. Could we share this out and get everyone I'm going to need in here because this is wild. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let me see who. How do I share it out? Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, and I reposted it.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hello, guys. Yes, can you do me a favor? We have an impromptu live. And since I was till the 18th, can we all share this out, please? Because I'm going to address this one more time.
Important.
Thank you, Dana. Thank you guys so much. It's important. It is important. Thank you, Hollow Mom. Hey, Jessica. Thank you, Nanny. I did, you know what, Tina? I did see it, and I think that I just wanted to address this. A lot of people, guys, sent me messages. I appreciate you all for sending me what you sent me. I was actually doing something, and so I appreciate you all. And then there's Moo. Thank you, guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I don't know how to share it here. I don't know where the share button is. He does, Dana. He needs his own channel.
How about I go live and you jump on mine?
You want to co-host? We could do that. Or do you want me to jump on
Because I
yours?
think that you'll get more. Yeah, because I think you'll get more people faster.
Wait, hold on. They're coming.
Well, I
They're
don't know.
coming.
Let's see. It's going up. Let's
Yeah,
just
it's
wait.
going
It's
up.
coming. Yeah, let's wait.
No, I know I don't mean to be annoying, guys, but can we share again and reshare? I just want to make this a one-time thing.
I'm just finishing Lonnie's hair before we go to the movies, just a FYI. So I'm here.
Okay.
I'm listening. I'm talking.
You should have asked me to open up and sing for you. Oh, Magda, I love you. Thank you, Candace Faith, for the follow. She appreciates it. Thank you, guys. Hey, Key.
And it's canceled right here, and I changed my backup, but it realized I've never gone live, so I couldn't have a panel. So for like a week, I'm gonna be Ivory Rose Nose backup.
I'm so sorry. Yeah, so
That's the
y'all
confusion. We're
down
each
there in
other.
the Ivory Rose box, there was a, yeah. So this is hers, so show her some love. Thank you so much, Canceled. I appreciate you. All right, guys. I'm going to address this once. All right. I feel like there's enough people in here. People will come. What did I say yesterday was going to happen in that live? I told people I held on to my receipts for a very long time. Okay. I didn't want to have to put stuff out there, right? But you kept slamming me like I'm lying, like I don't have receipts, thinking again that I don't know why you're thinking I'm lying. I come every time with them. Every time I tell you something is fact, and every time I tell you something is true and that I have receipts, just because I don't show them doesn't necessarily mean that I don't have them. I was trying to not have to show them. I was trying to not have to show the receipts. But then you forced me, right? You were calling me out on a live and you said you wanted to see the receipts. And so what did I do? I showed the receipts I told everybody I had. Not even all of them. I didn't even put them all out. Not all of them. I'm not going to
Yeah, you
start
spared them.
now because every time I'm called a liar, I come and I prove it. Right? So don't get mad because you forced me to show receipts that I tried not to show the first 1,000 times that you asked me to show them. I've been sitting on them for months. But then you sit there and you think for 1 second that I won't, but I will. Now, I told everyone in that live yesterday with Jessica that she asked for receipts. Cajun Navy asked for the receipts, right? And that this was going to happen when I showed them. That people think they don't exist. And when they see that the receipts exist, they're going to cry victim to me. I am not a victim for showing the receipts. I did exactly what you pressured me to do multiple times for multiple weeks. But like I said yesterday, of course, when I show them, then I become this bully. I become this horrible person. Okay?
But let's not forget, you know, Jessica was talked shit to. Not like, what was it, Wednesday? Or was it Thursday? One of those days, and then she came back and defended herself. So this whole Jessica, I don't know where this is coming from, and this, that, and the other. Well, I mean, put a 1 in the chat if you guys are going to defend yourself if you were attacked in saying you were a scammer.
So now, she said my house wasn't broken into, yet I gave her the police report number. Right? We all saw that live, right? So there's one down. Now, to sit there on a live.
I just want to say this real quick.
Yeah.
I just want to be very clear that the person that we are talking about is the woman that took up donations for a woman that was sitting on her deathbed, and she grifted off of it and never gave that woman the money she. So this is who we're talking about.
Yeah. The woman, Cajun Navy Jen, the same woman who, when Natasha Cooper's sister was dying of cancer, she used Natasha's sister, okay, to grift for money and then never sent it.
And
Who
I don't know
does
why
that?
she's playing with you with them FBI guys.
So now
Like,
she wants to see our
I don't know.
lives, and she feels like she wants to give low blows. I heard the story that she told you all that I have made accusations against my father. But number one, if that conversation actually existed, Jen, I was there for that conversation. I run my businesses off my phone. They record all conversations. So please show your receipt that that was the story that I told you. You said you had the receipt, Jen. Show it. And then when you show your receipt, I will show mine of the same conversation. I found it. So show it, Jen. Show the receipt. You said you had one. Show it. Because I will also put this out there, okay? For some of you are new to me, right? Some of you are new followers to Ivory Rose Knows. But some of you have been with me from the very, very beginning, right? You all remember when I was going, when me and Naomi were going at each other, and that whole Archie thing when Archie doxed me? Here's the true story. Me and Jen were on the phone. She was like, what can he possibly have against you? I said, absolutely nothing. There's nothing to find on Ivy Rose Knows. Jen knows. Jen tried and had to go get a picture of some blonde-headed, blue-eyed woman who was a meth addict and say it was me. There's nothing you can find on me. She knows that. But, so I'll get there, Butterfly. But she wanted to sit there and still put that information out. However, when Archie was trying to dox me, I said the only thing he may know about is what happened to me when I was in high school. Because Archie and I went to high school together. And I found out that Archie didn't even know the story. So there's that. So I ended up telling her my story. She knows that. And if she's got the recording, then everyone who's in here defending her, go ask her for it. And then I will show mine. So I'm going to tell you all what the story was. The new people. Because are there any oldies in here that remember me telling the story about my father and the teacher? Because I have addressed this before with Naomi when Jen told Naomi. You remember. Thank you, Dawn. Thank you, Red. Thank you, Mercy. Thank you, everybody. Sunshine. Thank you all. In fact, I think I have the live somewhere, but you'll all have to give me a little time to go to my YouTube and find the live that I addressed that with. And when I find it, I will put it up over on YouTube and again and put it there. But just give me a little time to find that because God will always come with the receipts, right? So when I was in high school, there was a teacher in the school. He was actually not a teacher. He was more of a guidance counselor. And he was a cool guy, you know? All the kids would used to hang out in his office, and all the kids would go, and hang out there. So this teacher took advantage of me for a very long time, this counselor. And it went on for a very long time. He would call me out of class. He would bring me down there. And at first, when I started going to his office, it was like hanging out, like, you know what I mean? And it was like, I thought I was cool, right? He was a young guy, like we were cool, we were hanging out. And then he wasn't so cool. He took complete advantage of me, and I'm not going to tell you what he did, but he did it in all the ways. Okay? But when something happened and they thought I was, something happened, and they had to, he made up a story. The state ended up coming in, and he went to the office and he had to report it because of the situation, and I'm not going to go into it, that's a little personal. But because it was proven that something happened, he went to the office, called the state, and told them that I have been coming to him and that I told him that my father molested me. Now, that never happened. I never said that. However, the abuse from the man absolutely did happen. And I am one of 11 children, okay? I was raised poor. I don't come from a good area. Let me just put that out there. And so I have a younger sister and 2 younger brothers. I promised myself I wouldn't cry. Give me a second. I have a younger sister and 2 younger brothers. And I was told that that was the story because they were there and that I knew what would happen to them if the story changed. And so I never spoke about the story at all. What they ended up doing was I was in a foster home. And my father was never arrested because there was no proof that anything happened. Yet they were trying, going by what this teacher was saying. However, I would never speak. And they sent me to therapists and everything else, trying to get me to speak on the story about what my father did to me, but I never spoke. I was just terrified. And then I was in a foster home and was scared, and I just had enough, and I wanted my mom and dad. And so I ran away. And I ran home to my mom and dad. My mother was very sick at the time. She was dying. And I ran home to my father. And I told my father everything. And they all kept wondering why I wouldn't speak. And I told him everything. I told him about the teacher. I told him about my 2 brothers and my sister, and what he said would happen, and me, and what was happening. And I was like, I begged my father for forgiveness because I'm like, I should have told him it wasn't you, but I was so scared. And my father looked at me. And he said, Beck, I'm not mad. I see why you did it. You were protecting them. And I remember crying in his shoulder, telling him I was so scared that my little sister, little brothers were going to be hurt. And he looked at me and he said, I will never again let anybody hurt you. But I never told anybody about the abuse I was going through. It was the first time. And he was like, I will never again let anybody hurt you. I'm sorry, guys. Swore I didn't want to do this. Okay. And he called the police station and we met with a guardian with the court where I was protected from said teacher, and that was how everything was settled. Jen knew that story. Me and my father had an amazing relationship our entire life. My father lived with me until the day he passed away. He lived with me and my children. That's how close we were. I have 10 siblings, and he lived with me and my children after I was divorced. I always lived with him. Me, my ex-husband, we lived with him. We lived in an apartment right next door. We always lived together. Me and my father had a great relationship. I never accused my father. However, somebody else did. Will I take the blame that I didn't tell them it wasn't true? No, I was terrified. Guys, I was a kid. But I absolutely did call Jen up and tell her the actual story. And she said that she had a receipt of me saying that I accused my father because of I wanted to be with a guy. Is that the story that they're putting out there? Please show that receipt. Because I also have the conversation recorded. So you decided to take the I'm all about justice. Decided to take an abuse that happened to me, my story, and be so fucking evil to flip it around. That's all you got? That's all you got? It's wild. Tell me, Jen, how it's because I'm jealous of you. Oh, it's because I didn't think of the idea. What idea? The billboard? The scamming? No, I don't scam my people. I drop those receipts. I don't have to scam anybody. Every time I've ever collected and donated, I have shown my people the receipts every single time. I think the only one I may not have shown was when I promised Into the Weeds that I would donate to their charity of choice. And please, somebody go ask Into the Weeds if I did not donate. They said the military broadcast radio, and I absolutely did donate that. You can go ask them. I just didn't feel the need to put that up there. But I absolutely did donate that as well. And you can ask them, because I have the message where she thanked me. I'm sorry that I'm not a scammer and that you see dollar signs. You see, I've learned in life that there's more to life than money. But you see, Jen, with you, it's all about money and looks and how people perceive me. My Birkin bags and my $80,000 car and my this and my that. You see, you need to be validated by people on the internet. I don't need that. I don't need that. That's a you thing, not a me thing. Tell me, what is it that I'm jealous of? You called me an old hag yesterday? Is that what it was, guys? An old hag? Honey, I'm about a decade younger than
And
you.
let's talk about how first, let
Go ahead.
an old hag. Like, you literally look like you're 80 years old, even with a filter. So you have a lot of audacity. Like, the fact that you're so insecure that you have to come up with a filter that is that heavy, it shows who you are and that you're trying to hide from yourself. So if you think somebody is jealous of you frauding yourself, That is diabolic, and you need to see somebody. Go sit on somebody's couch.
So that, that, okay, you see, you called me whole, old, I'm washed away, I'm all of this. However, what is it that I have to be jealous of? Your face that can't, I mean, the filter can't even filter anymore. I'm proud of who I am. I got no shame in who I am. Unlike you, who obviously lacks self-confidence because, well, dude, the filter's working all the time. So
First
not
of
even,
all, baby, look at her
I also want to
skin.
touch on
Look
something.
at her skin.
I
Let's talk about her skin, baby. Talk about it. Jen, talk about skin. Your skin should look like that, but you don't know what a moisturizer is.
I want to touch on something she stated in that live. That's when she walked away from Ivory, was after that story. That story happened when Naomi and the whole doxing thing with Archie. That was back in September, late September. She was blocked due to the fact that we called out Doodlebug and Becca, and she went on a rampage after the fact. That was in February. That was not in September. And there is proven receipts of communication after. So to sit there and say it's been going on for a year and a half is absolutely asinine and ridiculous, because that is not the truth. There is receipts. Just like she stated, she only did the rally for this much, and she didn't know about the permit. We showed proof of that yesterday. There are receipts all the way until I think it was like November 15th is when finally she backed away, and was supposed to be a quiet back away so that the girls can continue on in the most professional manner without any of the background noise. And then in December, actually around January 2nd, was when me and Pink backed away due to the drama around that, but not disrespectfully. We just said, because it was a lot. It was a lot. And no fault to them. I'm not faulting them. They tried. It was just every which way they went. It was just, it wasn't working. So I want to make that clear as well.
I do have the receipts of when Jackie and I backed away from Jen. I have the receipts if she would like to see them, because I have them if I say it. I have walked away from a lot of creators quietly. It just seems that two people couldn't handle it. I'm just saying. Now, that being said, I was just asked by Butterfly in the comments, okay, since you want to go there, asking me to speak on Jackie. I'm going to say this about Jackie. Jackie and I had a friendship, okay? Jackie and I made a pact when we first met and started doing this stuff together with Jackie Rose.
Call out the whole thing. Don't even be nice about it. Call the whole thing out. Call it out.
No,
we're not going to do that. We are not going to do that.
Because Jackie and I made a pact. We gave our word that if anything ever happened between us, that we would walk away and never say a word. And I am a woman of my word. If other people, I will keep my word. I love Jackie. She can hate me. She can be mad at me. You don't know the story. I will always love her. I'm sure she's angry. However, I won't speak on it. That's nobody's business but Jackie and mine. If she wants to tell a side of the story, I will never speak on her. I will always keep my word, because that is who I am. So people can spin a story, people can tell a version that they want to, all of it. I will always keep my word. I will not defend myself against it. I will not speak on it. I just won't talk about Jackie, and I will forever love her even if she hates me. And that right there is what I'm going to say. I will not. Now, Butterfly was in here and mentioning Sabrina. I have no idea what you're even talking about with Sabrina. So if you'd like to come up here, I'd address that too. Because what did I do to Sabrina other than back away for, again, personal reasons that I can come with receipts? But I'm sure unless Sabrina would like me to, I will not do that. Because I walked away from Sabrina quietly and never mentioned her. So I will say this, if Sabrina feels like she is owed something and you all want to know, then please go ask Sabrina for permission for me to address it and show receipts, because I will not do it without a permission. I just won't.
Yeah, if I think I blocked Butterfly because I thought I blocked her prior. But if she wants to come up in here in a backup, that's fine. And if Sabrina would like to come up here in a backup, because I know I blocked her after the instance of what happened, but I'm not going to say it unless she wants it said because it's private. But if she would like to come up here and discuss that, I am more than happy to have her up. And again, Ivory's account got banana yesterday on live, so she's using mine. And then I went to have her use my backup, but I haven't gone live, so she couldn't have a panel. And that's why my name is Ivory Rose Nose Backup, and I can't change it. So, just so you guys know.
But you're asking me about Sabrina. I don't know. I didn't watch Jen's live. I just saw whatever you all sent me. If she brought up Sabrina and wants to talk about Sabrina, I will do so if Sabrina wants to come up here and address it. Because I will not show receipts on people without permission. I will not air people's private business out without permission. So again, Jen can say what she wants about Sabrina, but without Sabrina's permission, I will not bring it up. So Sabrina, send it to her, ask her. She's more than welcome to come up here, and I will address it with her on why I walked away from her. Absolutely. Not that I feel like I owe anybody an explanation to quietly walk away. How many of you noticed, did I ever mention Sabrina when I walked away from her, or did I stay quiet? I have always stayed quiet walking away from people. It's the other people that tend to bring it up. Now, I am not one of those people that will go back to an enemy because I need a group of people to validate me. I will never do that. That is not who I am. I would never go to a group of people and talk crap because I just need to feel like I'm included somewhere. That'll never happen to me. Once we part ways, that's it. That is it forever. I owe nobody an explanation, but if you would like one, please come to the box and I will absolutely provide you one. But I will not put people's personal information out there without their permission. So if you want an explanation, Butterfly, please go get permission from Sabrina and I will address it if you'd like. Otherwise, it's not really anybody's business, is it? If she felt like I did her so wrong, we could swap receipts. I mean, we can talk, but why? For more drama? I just want to be left alone. And Sabrina has not bothered me, to be honest with you. Don't hate on Sabrina because I walked away from her. As far as I know, she's never said anything about me. Like, you know what I mean? Like, why would I even address this? Because Jen brought up Sabrina? Honestly, is like, does Sabrina know that? Because I feel bad because why are you bringing up Sabrina? If Sabrina wants to bring up Sabrina, let her bring it up. Why are you all of a sudden the therapist and everyone's owing you an explanation for everybody else's business? Make that make sense. Okay? So I've addressed that. And again, don't get hurt because you forced me to show receipts that I tried for the longest time not to show. How many of you heard her in the live, heard me in the live with her, show the receipts, Ivory, show the receipts, Ivory. I said I have them, but I still didn't show them, guys. I didn't want to have to show them. I didn't want to have to. But then don't get upset and play victim to me doing exactly what you told me to do. Right? Don't tell me to show receipts and then when I show them, I'm a bully. You asked for them. With hesitation, I handed them right over. So did I lie?
Address these people talking about it goes from people attacking each other. Like, are you so for real?
So again,
I,
this
I
is
think
all
it's
from
just
that
our.
side. This is all because as much as Jen wants to act like I can't stop talking about her, y'all, I didn't even go live. I didn't have, I was off for 2 weeks. She just wants people to believe that I'm jealous of her so bad, but I'm just not understanding what it is I'm supposed to be jealous of. I'm not jealous of anybody, but what is it that I'm supposed to be jealous of? What? Your
No,
filter
go ahead.
use?
Listen, go ahead. It's gonna be cold.
Right? Your nursing license? Oh wait, I'm the one with that. You're being a
Hurry up.
oh wait, she says she's not a content creator. I am, right? So what am I jealous of? Somebody tell me. I'm not sure what I'm supposed to be jealous of. It ain't looks. I got no problem with the way I look. Like what? I don't understand. Oh my God, she's so jealous. You just keep talking, and then when I had enough, and
I
I
don't even
speak
see your
up, I
filter
become the
slipping.
bully. I don't. I don't understand. Here you are talking, oh, do something for justice. Dude, you just hopped on the bandwagon. You didn't even know who the family was. You don't even know who the Petries were. How do you know this whole crime story, but you don't know who all the players in the game are? That's how bad of a creator I am, washed up, and how great you are, that you didn't even know the players in the game.
Not only that, you're talking about justice when Fancy was the same person on your live that was arguing with Rod over $10. So let's really be real. If we're talking about brokies, let's like really do it.
That's the problem, is if I'm sorry that you feel like you need to be validated by strangers. I will never need validation from anybody. I validate myself. That's the problem here. Okay? And I'm just over it. I don't agree with the billboard because the people running the billboard number one, and not all of them, I will say that absolutely. Let me correct myself. Naomi, scammer. Fancy, scammer. Jen, scammer. Everybody else in that group that are friends with her, collateral damage. You don't see it now, but I promise you, it'll happen. You'll
Nah,
see
they
it. The
scammers.
rally all over again. I've watched this whole thing play out.
Nice, but I really they scammers too, and we know that. So like, if
I
I
proved it.
mean, I know you're trying, but the thing is, like, a lot of people they're being fooled by these people.
I proved it. Like I don't if that's my opinion, if I asked people on a story, please do not tag me in anything that has to do with the billboard. I am not owed a reason. I don't owe anybody a reason on why I don't support the billboard. However, when you start harassing me for that reason, don't be upset with my answer, because I will always tell the truth. People respect me because I tell the truth. However, you need to be able to handle your truth. Number one, I don't believe the pictures on the billboard were great. Number two, did anybody see that video that was put out where they walked up to the group of kids telling them all about Gypsy, this group of kids that were drinking on Bourbon Street, right? They were telling them all about what Gypsy did to her mother. And then what did that group of girls say? Or the group of kids say? We're going to go find her and kick her ass. I am sorry. I do not align myself with that. That makes you just as bad as Gypsy Rose. To sit there and make somebody a target, even if it's Gypsy, I don't like her. I don't appreciate what she did, and I will fight against that until I feel like I don't want to anymore. But to put a target on her back, if something happened to her and I aligned with it, that makes me just as bad as Gypsy Rose, putting a target on somebody's back, right? Does that mean I'm a flip-flopper? No. It just means I have human decency. Now, I go hard for her in the videos, but I don't really take it real life. I don't sit there to a group of young adults on Bourbon Street who are drinking saying, this is what she did. And they're like, yeah, we're going to go get her, kick her ass. Y'all, I don't like her.
Somebody just
If
said
she reoffends, it's
in
up
the
to the
chat.
justice system to do their thing. But that's not okay with me. I don't like her, but I don't want to be the reason she's harmed.
Yes, and somebody just said, who cares if something happened to Gypsy? She didn't care what she did to her. Listen, it's not only that. I don't want nobody wants to be liable.
You do know you could go to jail for being affiliated with that. Like I don't understand how people don't understand that you can't do illegal activity despite of what somebody did and think you're gonna get away with it, especially something that started on the internet. So that's internet charges, that's harassment, that's you literally set a situation up. Do you understand? That's how people catch murder charges.
So because
Like, use your head.
Gypsy Rose is off parole, it gives us the right to have her physically harmed. Y'all, that's the same mentality Gypsy had. Y'all, I don't align with that. I don't align with anybody being physically harmed ever. I don't care who it is. That is not my job. And I just won't do it. Is that, you call me a flip-flopper, call me whatever you want. Do I like the girl? No. Am I going to continue doing content on her? Yes. Am I going to continue calling her out for all of the injustice? Yes. But am I going to be the reason that the woman is harmed? No. That's where I draw the line. You thought it was funny, Jen. You sat there, now you're claiming it was all for justice, in the name of justice for Dee Dee and Nick. But you sat on the live going, yeah, Pop-Tart, I'm about to make your weekend horrible. Let's see, you can't come at me. You'll never win with me. I'll sit there and I will do this and I'll make your entire weekend off parole, first weekend off parole, miserable. And then later on, when you were called out for that, you called it in the name of justice for Dee Dee and Nick.
And here's the thing, nobody was going to speak on it until nobody spoke on it. Ivory didn't speak on it. Nina didn't speak on it due to the fact that they didn't. Why? And then they were baited to speak on it, that they were jealous. People were emailing saying, oh, you're a flip-flopper. You're this, you're that. So then it comes to, well, then let me explain why, which is nobody's business. But now it's, oh, you're a hater because you don't like the billboard. You're just a hater because you didn't come up with it. Nobody gives I don't care enough about that. Who cares? What I do care about, though, is people being attacked, harassed, and defamed. And then when they go ahead and get baited to show receipts and clap back, then they're a bully. And then an essay story that's has to be exposed because somebody took it upon themselves to say it was false. That is victim shaming, and that is gross. It is gross and nasty. And then to say somebody else has all these charges and they, we're doing this and they're not right in the head. Excuse me? I'm no hate to anybody. Who do you sit up on panel with?
First of all, let's be real. You nod out on panel every day, looking like a bum on 37th Street. Let's be real. Like them people that live in them tents that be nodding out, yeah, it was giving that energy. It was. Okay? So when you come up here talking about holier than thou, when you're out here with a filter slipping, nodding out with your eyes asleep, and all sorts of hours a night looking crazy about, I work, I got a real job. So you have a job, so you go work and you're shaming creators for making money off their content. So who's really jealous? Let's be real. Like, come on. So who is jealous of you? What do you have? Like 4,000 followers? Like, be so fucking for real. Like, this whole thing is dumb. And the fact that
Well,
you would use someone's abuse story, and it highlights who you are as a person, because the fact that you grifted off of a woman that was on her deathbed for cancer, you are despicable. You are the lowest of the low. Grifting on somebody on their deathbed? Like, that is the devil's work. And you have the audacity to show up on a live?
so with that being said, that's the truth, though. And people, listen, I am never going to change my truth for anybody. Okay? I'm just not. I'm not a flip flopper, but you can call me whatever you want. I am not going to change my truth or who I am for any amount of followers, for any amount of anything. I don't align with it. I don't know. I will not be a part of. I don't believe that any one of us have the right to physically harm Gypsy. It makes us just as bad as her. Call me whatever you want. I stand on my beliefs. 10 toes down.
Ali, tell your mama to do that. Tell your mama to do that. You're a mammy. Allie, you come on here talking smack. I don't even know who you are. You're just another peasant.
And then, you know, I'm sitting here and to say, you know, like, I don't care about the money. You're just jealous. So she says in one breath, and it's the same sentence or whatever paragraph at the moment that what she's speaking. I don't care about the money. I can drop this tomorrow. You're just mad because I've got your followers. What? Like, does it matter? We all got the same followers. Like, I see you guys all in her chat or Naomi's. I don't give a fuck. Do you think I'm gonna go say to you, like, how dare you? No, I don't care if that's your prerogative.
That's another thing. A lot of the people that follow me go and follow Jen, and they support the billboard. Some of my own moms do. Who am I to tell anybody what they can back or not or believe in? I'm not mad at you. They know that. Everyone knows that. Everyone does their own thing. Oh, you were... No. Everyone who follows me has the right to do whatever they want. I just speak on me. But the fact that other people are not like that, the fact that other people feel the need to send people up into my DMs, up into my messages, up into my emails. No, that's a you thing. You know what's really funny? Everything that Cajun Navy Jen accuses me of, sending people into chats and you know, threatening people, all of the things that she accuses me of, she's actually done it to me. Oh, when I left Ivory, you just want me. All right, Jen, you left me. I got the screenshots of when Jackie blocked you from the messenger and from when she blocked you. I can show them, but does it really matter? You see, you think that I'm hurt because when you're like, oh, I left Ivory Rose. No, you meant nothing to me. You left, I left, quite frankly, as long as you ain't here, I'm good for it. You want to go tell a tall tale? Go tell it. You feel like it gets you clout because you walked away from Ivory Rose? Go ahead. Have fun. The difference between me and you, Jen, is people know who you are. People know who you are because of me. You can't handle that. You're sitting here upset because I called you out for your lies. But don't ask for receipts when you know I hand them off every time. I may not want to. I may hesitate like I did for weeks and not really want to show them. I told you in that live I had them. I didn't want to do it. But then you're crying victim because you forced me to hand over the receipts. When have I ever lied, guys? When have I ever said that I had a receipt I didn't have?
I also have one quick question. And this is with all due respect.
Sorry, guys. Actually, they're saying my mic is in and out. But go ahead, 'cause go ahead.
But how is it that this woman has nodded off on live damn near every day and nobody says anything?
You know what, guys? That's another thing. Tell me how she's nodding off on live. People are calling her a druggie. She's so upset that people are calling her a druggie. And then she felt the need that she needed to go and make up a story about me again. It's wild. She was the one. And Nina, I never put out. So that message that Jen, Cage, and Avi said that she sent Nina that picture because she was so worried about me. Now, Nina said to me, Ivory, you can put out the entire message that Jen sent to me. She sent it to me. And I said, no, Nina, I'm not going to do that. Let her have her day. Let her have, maybe it'll make her feel better and she'll shut up. I said, no. And I never put out the entire message. But you see, what y'all didn't see in the message was she was telling Nina that because Nina collabs with me and because this fake meth head that she says is me, that wasn't me, right? Because you associate with her, people are concerned that you're gonna look bad if you're with Ivory Rose Nose, and you know what I mean, because she knows that me and Nina are close, right? Now,
Yeah, it was whack. The whole message was whack.
When Nina didn't bite and wasn't like, oh, really? Because Nina knows me, and looked at the picture and said, well, that obviously isn't Ivory, right? When she
It was
didn't
clearly
bite,
it wasn't you.
and Jen knew she wasn't biting, then she had to cover herself and was like, well, I just want to protect Ivory because she's got 10 kids. But what I didn't do was show the whole message. Go ahead, Jen, show it. You can, it's obvious that the tone changed when she saw that Nina didn't bite. Because she thought that if Nina felt like, hold on, guys, I live next to an ambulance. But she felt like if Nina, oh my gosh, Ivory's going to make me look bad. Nina has too
Not
much
Auntie
integrity for that.
Bad.
The first left.
Nina has too much integrity for that. To sit there and be like, oh, she's going to make you look bad. Now I got to drop Ivory. When Nina didn't bite, that's when she threw that in there. That's another receipt I could have shown if I wanted to, but I never showed the entire conversation. I let her show her little bit at the end where it says I was just worried about her
In
kids.
about 1 mile, turn right
Because I
onto
just
Hillcrest
wanted to
Road.
let it go. All right? I didn't show the whole thing. I could have showed those receipts the whole time, guys. I could have shown the receipts the entire time. Every time she spoke on something, I let it go. So tell me how I'm obsessed with her. I didn't speak on the damn billboard.
And then she said, you get all these little creators to do your dirty work, these girls, and then you just drop them and make these pages. What page? Because I do know for a fact that you asked a couple of your friends that had a falling out with you because you didn't donate to a dog rescue like you said you were going to, and you collected funds for.
At the next light, turn right.
You asked them to make a page about Ivory's essay story.
Ooh, let's talk about that.
And what?
Now, hold on, guys. Before you guys say anything else, I have how many mods in here? Please put a 1 if you're a mod, if you feel comfortable. If you're a mod for me, please put a 1. I know there are quite a few of you in here. I don't have a
At the
chat
light,
with you guys.
turn right onto Hillcrest
Have I ever
Road.
asked any of you to do anything for me? Have I ever asked any of you to make a page or go after anybody ever? I barely
In
talk to my
3/4 of a
mod. There's no
mile,
rules.
turn right onto
I don't
Halifax.
ask them to do anything. Nothing. We don't have a mod chat. I just appreciate that these people watch my live, and help keep my chat clean, and I respect them. That's the extent of me and my mods. The fact that I trust them enough to keep my chat clean, and I love them, and they've been here since day one. But I've never asked anybody to do anything. However, Amber Binky got a target because she told the truth. Not Tina Lou talking about I do my own dirty work for free. I love you, Tina.
And let's be real, Ivory. Half the time we're laughing at all sort of silly videos, watching other. We don't care about nothing that's going on.
That's
Like,
what I'm
it's so
saying.
funny.
Man,
right onto
the
Halifax
only
Drive.
reason I knew
Then
about
take
Jen
the first
last
right
night is
onto
because
Toronto.
5,000 people sent it to me, and all of a sudden I'm like, why is there an influx of messages? What is happening? Like, I mean, come on. This is getting ridiculous. Don't ask for receipts and then get upset and play victim when I show them. Hold on.
Not Jen writing a check she can't cash again.
Not again. Her mouth writing a check, her ass.
At the stop sign, turn right onto Toronto
Hold on.
Lane.
Somebody just asked a question. Hold on one second. A butterfly, I feel like if you... What is she saying? Oh, I thought she was asking a question. Sorry, that was the wrong person. I take that back. Butterfly, I feel like they're asking to be... If you got something to say, we're more than welcome to hop up here. And I will answer any question that you have. Any question. Sorry, there was a puzzle piece, guys. So anybody who has a question and wants to come up here, please ask. Because you want to keep asking the questions, and I've answered them. Nobody's owed anything from me. Nobody's owed explanations. Nobody is owed why I don't talk to this person, why I don't talk to that person. Y'all are not owed an explanation. Right? You're not. However, if the person wants to address it, then I will. Who is anybody to come to me and be like, no, you could talk to me? Who the hell are you?
And nobody called the Cajun Navy on live ever. Not once. Not once. And thank you, that is bananas, because I saw you defending that, and I believe you got muted.
Both lives from yesterday will be uploaded to YouTube as soon as I get some time today. They will both be uploaded. So you can all go check to see if we called on live the United Cajun Navy. In fact, I never had personally any correspondence with the United Cajun Navy. I don't give a shit enough to do all that. I'm just saying. So again, tell me how all of this is in the name of justice for anybody. Where is the justice? Really, let's be real, Jen. You started this whole billboard thing because you were offended by Gypsy and wanted to go back and forth with her. Oh my God, you hashtagged me. Dude, if you want to be a creator, I need you to calm down. The woman's been hashtagging you for a year and a half. I need you to be able to handle that and have a little bit thicker skin. Not, oh my God, she's hashtagging me. Like, what? And then you went at her. That wasn't about justice. You changed it to justice to validate or to give a reason why you're doing it. You needed to change it to justice because you saw people willing to give money for it, right? That's exactly what it's about. And then let's talk about, and I'm going to bring this up, and I'm going to bring this up with all due respect. So, I'm going to give a warning that I'm going to talk about the Petrie family, not negatively. However, if they don't want to hear it, and somebody's in here, please, trigger warning there, okay? But to sit there and claim justice and then tell the Petrie family, the sisters of Dee, that you don't owe them any respect or anything. No, you don't owe anybody respect. But it's human decency to approach people with respect. To sit there, you showed your messages between you and Dino. However, you didn't read your side. If anybody, I got that one sent to me. But whatever. You sat there and you're trying to defend the fact that you guys grilled those women in those comment sections yesterday. That while you're sitting there and claiming that you're a victim of all these things that happened to your sister and your husband and whatever, all right? But you went at them. You and your panel went at them. She's not getting justice because you all aren't talking. Who? What? That was absolutely disgusting and horrible. Tell me again the justice, that you're doing all this for justice. What? That was absolutely disgusting. Nobody's owed respect. Nobody's owed anything. However, most of us walk around with human decency. Most of us walk around just giving that respect. It's a sad situation. And this is their real true life. This ain't just TikTok for them.
And let's be honest, if had we had endorsed that with what we know, right? When everything goes down, is anyone going to know who Cajun Navy Jen is? No. Who are they going to blame it on?
Yeah. Yep.
Let's be real. Like, who are they going to blame it on? And Jen thinks she's slick. That she doesn't. See, that's why I wish I could say so much more, but it's like it's kind of pointless because it all needs to come out in the wash. But just the simple fact that all of this is curated. Okay, this is all staged drama that she has done that Ivory has to come up here and defend, and it's all staged drama for those emails. I keep saying everyone that associates with Jen has a true there's a lot going on behind the scenes that people are really not seeing, but if people would really open up their eyes, all the writing is on the wall.
So Flowers and Crafts just said that doesn't show that she does speak to him, though. I just want to have facts. Who speaks to who?
Jessica speaks to Nick, if Jessica's ever spoke to Nick. Jessica is part
That's
of...
Jessica's business. She doesn't owe
Go
anybody any
ask.
information.
But she did show
Jessica's
proof of
business.
her donating money, her money that she's earned, or that people
Let me tell you the
donated
difference
through the Spot
between-
Fund. She
Let me
showed
tell
it
you-
yesterday, and it will be uploaded on YouTube.
Let me tell you the difference between and I listen. NPG knows my stance on them. Without transparency, I can't talk you up. I won't talk you down just in case the fact that maybe I'm just going to leave it alone. However, what's the difference between Jessica and NPG and Jen? Well, Jessica has never been accused of scamming anybody before, nor has NPG, let's be for real. Even though people don't think that there's transparency, there's really nobody been complaining about it or calling it out or doing any of the things. Jen is the only one who's got the history of people calling her out for scamming. There's the difference. Guys, there's the difference. Open your eyes. Open your eyes. Please don't be blinded by the nonsense. This is true crime. I need you all to be able to ask the questions. Emotions aside, whether you like somebody or not aside, I need you all to be able to ask the questions. How many people in this chat, and I saw it a bunch yesterday, said, I was in Jen's chat, but when I was asking questions, I was muted. She picks the questions she wants to ask. Oh, she wants to answer, but how many of you complained that you all were muted? Jessica went in there yesterday. Mimi wanted to let her up on the panel. Jen said, no, we're not going to do this. We're not going to do this. And then blocked her. Look, so many of you talking about I was muted because you asked a question. If they can't answer your question, then that should be your biggest red flag, or ignored, acting like they don't see it. I can assure you, I'm going to assume that your chat doesn't go that fast that you can't see the questions. So I just need people to, I'm not going to sit there. I'm not going to put out any dirt on Jen as far as other creators or any of that. I won't do it. I won't stoop to that level like she's trying to do to me. I'm not going to go the tit for tat. I told you my story. We obviously know that she tried to get Amber Binky to start a page to spread this hate nonsense about my story. We know that she told Naomi, who went over to YouTube and posted a video about it with Phoenix. We know that they've been trying to hurt me with that, but you know what? It's my truth, and you can't hurt me. I am not free from abuse. I'm sorry. It is what it is. I've been to therapy. I healed. You're not going to break me. You're not going to break me. But I don't have to lie. I don't have to lie about you. That's the difference between me and her.
And, to sit there and say, well, there was this falling out, and that's the reason why, and people are just trying to be bullies and mean and stuff. Let me tell you, after I went on panel about Pink and Ivory being looked at where their location was, because I joked and said they were at the airport in Arizona. After Naomi was posting Ivory's kids and husband and posting half phone numbers and stuff as a joke, a bunch of people attacked me. I had to take a month off and deactivate. So don't say that, oh, she's just so kind and stuff. She sat there on lives and would go, these girls manipulated these young girls and blah, 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 blah. No, nobody manipulated young girls from the rally and attacked them. Not one. And what pissed us off is these girls knew about Jen and wanted to walk away. They wanted to expose her on Morbid. And I said, don't do it. Just ignore it. I'm done. We should all be done. And they did. And then they went running to Jen when that happened, even though they were the ones that called the hospital when her husband was there and that text was sent to Jen. She's still saying, oh, these girls called the hospital with my husband in the hospital.
But I have the receipt if they want it. If they want it, they have their same receipt. But I'm not going to show receipts. I shouldn't have to. Leave me alone. I don't want to support your damn billboard. Go off and do your thing. You know what? I hope you get famous. I hope all the news media outlets that you promised everybody was going to show up there and all the PR, I hope you hit big time so then you can leave me the fuck alone down here. I really do. Speaking of, where is all that news media that you promised would cover it? Just saying. Didn't she promise that?
Ivory, can you let Pink up?
Yeah.
Hey, I'm trying to mute myself. Can you guys mute me? I'm working, so I can't really interact. I got it. Never mind. But anyways, I'm here.
You have a job,
but I'm at work, so.
Thank you. So, yeah, really, where's all the news coverage that this billboard was supposed to get? Has anybody seen it? Weren't they on the phone with her networks and stuff? Again, just like the rally? Delulu, I was bananaed from live. On both accounts. Till the 18th. But am I lying? Like, where is all that you promised? All of this stuff. Wasn't there police reports and news coverage for the woman with the mobile billboard company? Well, what happened with that? We just set up GoFundMes and never again to be heard from. We don't talk about it and act like it never happened. We just raise money for some lady that only Jen has talked to. That's not a question to anybody? Waiting for the website to be set up first. So, media covering the billboard can't be done until the website's set up?
First of all, how do you have a website with two people's names that the families don't want any association with? I wonder if they are intelligent enough to realize that could be a lawsuit.
Because they don't owe anybody anything. They don't owe anybody anything. Okay? That's their thing. Is we're going to do it anyway. We don't care about other people. We gave you a courtesy. We don't care who it hurts or who it affects or anything like that. We're just going to run with it because, well, we don't like Gypsy that much. Like, I don't like Gypsy like the next one, but when you start bringing in family nonsense and the sisters and the aunts and like all of this, it's wild. And telling people on the street, people talking about, I'm going to go kick her ass, Gypsies, and y'all, that's too much. That is just too much.
And there's nothing cute about that making more victims of your BS. Like, what is
And
cute about that?
you know what's really funny is after that video came out and started playing around, not did she go on the next day and say, well, look, after she was taking all the credit for it, mind you, she was talking about everyone go make a video and say how you're also responsible for it. So because she knew that legally she could be in serious trouble because you incited violence. So she had all of these people that are around her innocently go and make videos saying that they're also responsible. I'm taking credit. Now that wasn't credit, that was responsibility she was trying to throw out there with you. I'm just saying, guys, wake up.
I
Why
get
am
why
I
Mimi.
going out for this? I'm
I
not
get
going
why.
out. Yeah.
I get why Mimi is doubling down, and the only reason why I say I get it is because I was that idiot on Morbid's panel defending her.
Hmm.
I
Oh
was
yeah, I
literally
made
that idiot
videos in defense for her and the
defending Jen
permits and
until
stuff.
I seen everything for what it was. Like, so I get it because I mean Jen is convincing.
So she really is. She's really good at it. Like, yeah, go believe it. Like, oh, I'm not gonna. They're just attacking me, and I'm only gonna mention this once. I'm only gonna address it once. Y'all watch her. It's the same old nonsense each and every time. It's wild. Okay. But again, I'm not gonna sit there and go tit for tat. I'm not gonna show y'all who doesn't like her, who sent me messages that they don't like her, and I'm just not gonna stoop to her level. I'm just not. I'm not gonna go there. I don't need to make her look that much worse to make me look better. However, I do want to warn people, and the only reason I spoke out against the billboard was because my back was pushed against the wall because I didn't want to take any part in it. I made no videos of it. Okay? Nothing. The only thing I said in the live was, I don't want to deal with it. I don't agree with it. Leave me out of it. And I said, no hate to the creators and the people who did it. No hate to anybody who backs it. That's for me, no. Now, did I say that? Did I give some reasons why I didn't agree with it? Yes. Did I say in that live it's because I believe Jen is a scammer? No. Could I have? Yes. I could have. But I didn't. I didn't.
And with Mimi, the thing is too, like I was that person that was literally arguing with Not So Sorry Charlie. Now I don't like Not So Sorry Charlie at all, right? But what I will say is that do you know how much I wanted to eat my mattress before admitting that she was right? I you have no idea how much it angered me to say that she was right.
And to sit there and for her to make accusations about how people, why don't you go donate? You all have nothing. You know nothing about what I do in my personal life. Remember that. Aside from being a content creator, I'm a normal human person. I don't feel the need to take everything that I do to help people and put it on blast. I don't need people, I don't do things so people can see them. I don't. I don't volunteer my time because people can see it. I volunteer my time because that's actually what I want to do. I don't donate my money just so people can see it. I donate my money because I truly want to help. Now you want to sit there and keep coming at me again, telling me to show receipts, but I've got receipts of I also volunteer my time. I also volunteer my nursing services for free. I also donate my money and my husband's and our family's money multiple times a year. I do all of that. You like the receipts. Because I don't feel like I should have to tell people, hey guys, I do good things.
I'll be in the
Yeah,
chat.
that's not what I'm about.
We're at the movies. I have my headphones on, so I'm listening. I'll type in the chat.
Thank you. I
All
don't
right.
feel the need to pat myself on the back and show you all what I do. I don't need to do that. So because I don't sit there and blast at Cajun Navy Jen, doesn't mean I don't do it. But again, ask for the receipts.
And to say, oh, these ladies don't have no jobs like we do and they just sit at home. You know what? I have 3 kids. I don't have to have a job. My job is being a mother. That is my first job. I don't go live like this and I mute a lot because I'm a mother first. So don't sit there and dog on people and saying they don't have jobs, because sometimes those people are stay-at-home mothers with children. One of them being, I have an autistic little boy. I can't put him in daycare. There's no way. And I don't have to have a job. My husband makes enough money to support us.
I have jobs. I've worked so hard my entire life. I started my own businesses and I pay people to do the job for me so I can sit and relax and take a break. So I do work. I run my businesses from home, which allows me the opportunity to finally be able to be home with my family and to do what I want because I worked that hard my entire life and earned it. So just because I'm here doesn't mean I don't work, doesn't mean I have nothing to do. Again, a lot of my time is actually volunteered because I can. Just because I don't shout it out doesn't mean it doesn't happen. I'm sorry that you feel like you have to work 24-hour shifts 12 days in a row so you can tell everyone how much you work for all of the things that you have. But I don't feel the need to do that. But anytime you feel like you want to go tit for tat, we can show all the receipts. Want to compare? We can compare. I'm right here. I don't feel like we should. But if you really feel like you need to prove that you're better than me, okay. Okay. You are so great at what you're doing. This Justice for Dee Dee movement is doing wonderful things. Look at all the justice that's happening for Dee Dee and Nick. I'll just, oh my gosh, I'll just continue doing my videos that get hundreds and thousands and millions of views to say the same thing. And if you can call it worthless, I'm not doing anything, just run down videos giving the same information that have been viewed by millions of people. Okay, I'll just sit here and I'm going to continue doing what I'm doing. I'm not jealous. I don't want to knock people down for what they're doing. However, your followers are also my followers and I appreciate every single one of them. So if they're being scammed, I'm sorry when I feel the need to speak out. If that makes me a bad person, that's okay. And if you're getting scammed or if you're about to get scammed or if you find out in the future you were scammed by her, please don't say I didn't warn you. Those people who are around for the rally, they know. Because either they were scammed or they watched it all go down and are thanking the good Lord that they weren't one of the ones that were scammed. So is there anything else that I should cover that Jen brought up in her live, because I did not watch it, that anybody feels like I need to explain or I owe something to someone, to Jen? Like,
Well, I'd like to circle back, and the people that say, you've done me wrong, Ivory. These girls are bullies. Do we want to talk about that? Because we can bring that up too. Just remember, as bad as you want to slander, just remember, things can be brought up and it might not look good. There is a reason for things, and people are allowed to quietly back away. And they shouldn't be hated. It's TikTok.
Well, and again, they keep talking about obsession. Where did the obsession start? And I want to point this out because I'm very good at watching. I watch a lot. I remember a lot. When did the obsession from a certain older creator start? When you backed away and blocked because of behavior on a live, because of the way she behaved on your live, because you just weren't comfortable. You backed away. Nobody noticed. She did.
Oh, but now she's just this wonderful person. And let's not forget, I defended Jen to no end against Naomi. I made videos. You can scroll all the way back on my page that Ivory's on, and you can see me defending Jen and the rally.
Exactly. And then when did the obsession with Jen began? When did Ivory become obsessed with Jen? Explain that to me. Oh, wait, I can. Let me insert myself here. It wasn't a year and a half ago. I guarantee you that. Nobody came for Jen. People were defending her. Ivory spoke with her. Everybody was fine. Do you know when the obsession began? When Ivory backed away. Quietly backed away, didn't say anything. Y'all didn't notice it. That's why Jen's able to say now, well, I dropped her. Okay, if that makes you feel better, if that helps you sleep at night, but trust me, Ivory sleeps just fine. I know that. We all sleep just fine. We're all just chilling, doing our thing. But that's the obsession. Go back. Everyone's got a Facebook, a TikTok, and all the things. Go back and look where things went wrong. And then look and see who's obsessed with who. Who does the videos on people constantly? Who's putting these videos up? Who is constantly making threats? Who is constantly wanting to bring up horrific things about someone's past that they went through that was trauma, and then embellishing them just to make themselves look good, to make the victim look bad? What woman does that, first of all? What woman who's claiming to be this person who stands up for Dee Dee, who wants to make the world right, who is a safe place for everyone? Okay, safe place. Okay, safe place. Enjoy your safe place over there until you piss her off and pray to God you never had a phone conversation with her, because she openly admits to recording those. Just saying. That just happened. I'm not making that up either. Go back and look. Go back and look. It's all there. It's disgusting.
One game I will never play, and you will never see me play it, because again, it's because I don't need validation from anybody but myself. The enemy of my enemy is my friend. Listen to those words, right? Naomi and Jen and everybody wants to team up because for some reason Ivory walked away, right? The enemy of my enemy is my friend. They all go back and gather to the same group of people who they couldn't trust the first time around. But again, the enemy of my enemy is my friend. I will never do that again because I need validation from no one. I don't need an army. I can speak all on my own. I don't need people to back me. I can speak on my own. However, if you go back into history and you look up the enemy of my enemy is my friend, when that was used in wars, when that was used in people's personal, it never truly works out because you can't go back and trust people who you couldn't trust originally. If you couldn't trust them originally, you don't go back, oh, well, Ivory's the reason why me and Naomi were going at each other. Ivory's the reason why we weren't friends. If you need to believe that for yourself, go ahead and keep trusting them.
Is Butterfly in here? Tina Lou said she's bullying in the chat. Just so you guys know, I don't look at the chat much. Where is she?
Butterfly, come on up.
Come on.
Couldn't find her.
Oh, she's bullying Jess.
Oh, because she doesn't know anything about what's going on, really, just a one-sided story, so she wants to...
I'm just going to say something I've been wanting to say for
bully?
a long time. Sober up, Butterfly, and then come back and speak with a lucid mindset. That's all I'm going to say, because I'm so sick of your voice, I could puke. I'm not even playing. Sober up and come back in and have a conversation.
So Butterfly, I guess, I don't know, she's somewhere talking crap about Jessica. Let me tell you something about Jessica. Me and Jessica are two creators that don't 100% agree on our beliefs. Why do I seem to get along with Jessica, and why do I seem to? Because she's a good human being. Jessica is a true person with integrity, and I think she's genuine, and I will ride for her even if what we think about Nick or MPG or any of that doesn't align. It doesn't matter, because at the end of the day, she's an amazing person. And I'll always stand up for that.
And that's the beauty of TikTok. You should be able to create. Sometimes, I got people that don't agree with what I post sometimes or an opinion. And you know what I reply? Oh, okay. That's okay. We don't have to agree. If it's really nasty, I just delete it sometimes. If they've been pretty good, like not, I just delete the comment just not to engage it. It's okay not to agree. Where nobody agrees. I don't agree with Ivory on 100% of things, you know, and I don't use Ivory either to gain a following. Do you guys hear me mention Ivory in my videos? I didn't ever come into TikTok and go, oh, look at this big creator. Let me go ahead and get in her circle. What happened was I had a video of the doxing of her, and I said, let me send that to you. And we started talking about Naomi because Naomi was discrediting the rally, Jen, and the rally girls because she was upset. And I was defending her. And let me tell you, Jen, you sat there and you involved yourself too. If you're going to call it bullying, Naomi, you did a lot of it. I'm just saying, we can scroll back in those text messages too. It's not a lie. I don't like Naomi. She knows it. I don't care. If I don't like somebody, I'm not going to go turn around and befriend them because I'm mad at somebody else. Fuck no. Especially how much Naomi went after Jen. That's very shocking to me, honestly. And then to sit there and say everybody else is bullying and Naomi has a lawsuit coming. Well, maybe Naomi's lawsuit should also include you for sending me.
I'm going to speak on that too. Let me tell you something. I'm waiting for this lawsuit. Do you want to know why I'm waiting for this lawsuit? Because when they take me to court, they will, one, see that I did not make anything. They will, two, see that in my conversations, I knew nothing about it. Three, in my phone, which I have, I never sent it to anybody. They will also find out that you, Jen, did. That you were just as involved as everybody else, although she didn't know about it previous, none of us did. That you were just as involved, if not more so, because you actually sent it to people. I did not. So it's fine that you want to sue me, but then there's going to be a countersuit for harassment. Remember that. Sue me, please, because I always come with the receipts. I'm not concerned. You could talk about lawsuits all you want. I've already spoken to my lawyer. We've already gotten all of the things. I'm not concerned. I'm just waiting to be served. 51%. Remember that. I have the proof, all of it, but I also have the proof of who did. So Jen, you sent that to people. Miss, oh my God, that was horrible. Sent it to people. I, however, did not. So, while you can sit there and you can all talk about this lawsuit that Naomi's got, I'll see you all in court. May the best woman win. And that's all I'm going to say about it. So there's that. I don't ever say that I have receipts without showing. I also would prefer not to have to show receipts. I don't like to have to show conversations and private conversations. I never have. And I never will unless I'm asked to by the person involved. Then I will show them with no problem. I'm just saying. You are sitting there unhinged today because I showed you the receipts that you told me for weeks I should show. And then when I showed them exactly what I told you all last night in that live was going to happen, happened. The second I showed them and you saw them, I then became a bully. I'm just saying. I didn't go and talk about all of your stories last night, Jen. Your daughter, your husband. I didn't go and tell all of the stories that were told to me about. I didn't say any of that. I didn't bash you or your family or your private stories that I heard with receipts. I didn't do any of that. I gave you the receipts you asked me to provide, and you couldn't even handle that. So be careful what you ask for, because you just might get it, especially from me. However, the only clapback you can have to anything I said was bringing up my abuse story and spinning a narrative that you're so good at. Please show your receipt of the phone call, and I will also show mine. So if you have the receipt of that phone call, please show it on a video, loud and proud for everybody. And then I will show from my CubeACR that I use for my business, the actual conversation. So this is me telling you I would like to see the receipt where I told you that I lied about my father for a boyfriend. Please. Just saying.
And is this justice? Is this justice for Nick?
So now I'm asking you to show the receipts that you have. And then when you show that receipt, which I need you to show, I will download the phone call onto YouTube, the entire CubeACR from beginning to end, with both the screenshot that shows it's in entirety and was not changed, and then I will put the entire phone call up. But I really hope you have it, because then you'll really remember what the phone call was about. Okay?
And don't twist stories either that Ivory said some stuff about Jack either.
He wants to bring up Jack. I kept my word. I will not do it.
No, but I'm just saying tried what you were saying negatively to her about it. Nope. That's baloney. And that's really, you got to bring other people in. You have to, okay, so.
My enemy is my friend.
Yes. And here's the thing too. Okay, I'm going to say. You sit there, you do a billboard. Nobody talks about it. And then you take it upon yourself to say people are jealous of the billboard. And you bait them. And you say they're flip-floppers. Right? You say somebody's house didn't get robbed when they presented the incident report on your live. Okay? And then you said that never happened. And then you spun a story about what happened to you. Okay? What does that have to do with anything, right? Then you say an essay story was false and victim blamed. And then you say somebody has this mile-long record and just go look it up. I did call the police department, but who's obsessed? You called the police department and you're looking up, oh, she's this and that with Pink. That is the furthest from the truth. That's nobody's business either. You're just mad because Pink contacted you because you were nodding out on live and she made a video with no name. Everybody thought it was Bree. And you told on yourself and you had your daughter up on live saying you were going to kick her ass and you guys were trying to find her and you were giving her first and last name. And then you said it never happened.
If you want the receipt, we got those too, just in case anyone, the receipts.
Yeah, I can do this all day. I don't forget things and I keep things. So I can do this all day. I can post it all. I don't give a fuck what people think of me. I really don't, because at the end of the day, I can turn this off and I actually do have a life. I actually do have children that need me and I take care of. Just because you hear them, obviously they're around me, right? But again, because I don't have a job or is a stay-at-home mom or whatever, they work from home. They don't have a life, so they just sit on TikTok. Let me say something. I've worked for 25 years, full-time jobs. I have an insurance license in 48 states. I'm licensed. I worked for a large telecommunications provider for almost 9 years as a top seller, and I had a son that is autistic, nonverbal, and has eating issues. So I stay home because you know what my priority is? My family, number one. But I can go all day. I can post the receipts. You can go ahead and give these stories, whatever, but we can post receipts. It won't make you look any better.
Let me tell you something else. For somebody who works 12 days straight, around the clock, and has a family, I'd rather be a stay-at-home mom with my kids and let my husband provide well as he does than not be around my family and feel like work is the center. Just saying. Who's actually better off? I know you're proud of it, but...
And you know what's funny? This is the first time in 3 years I only have one kid at home tonight because my oldest is with his cousins and my youngest is going to his grandma and grandpa's to spend the night. This is the first time in 3 years that I've gotten one kid. But I have no life, right? Pam has no life with all her kids, right? Ivory has no life with her kids and grandkids, right? Because
I'm just gonna say, first of all, 9 kids, 4 grandchildren. They're all feral. I'm just saying, I love them all, but they're all feral because all kids are for real. I have a special needs child that takes up a lot of my time, but fortunately, she's a little bit older. She's working on her things, but I don't have anything to do, right? I can sit on here all day and tit for tat with any of you. I really can. Like, I can do it. My husband makes a fantastic living. I do very well. I've earned my time at home. I did work for 30 years, just so you know. But I'm over it now. I'm doing my thing. And I have the kids. We all have children. We all have things that we're doing. It's priorities. And I'm really excited that I get to stay home and do the things that I do. I'm happy about it. But being a stay-at-home mom, I'm telling you what, that's the hardest thing I've ever done in my entire life.
I'm with all y'all on that, but you have to understand I'm also a content creator too, but most of my time is I'm on the road 60 to 80 hours a week taking care of people on the side of the road with car accidents and recoveries and everything else. And sometimes I got more time to be doing everything else at home than I have to be on here. I do it out here because I know all y'all like it. You know what I'm saying? So I kind of feel the pain of every one of the people on the panel. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
yeah,
That being said, is there anything in Jen's live that you all feel like you would like an explanation from me? Is there anything else that was addressed? Any other receipts that she's asking that I provide? Any other? Don't play victim to me when I provide the receipts that I'm not lying. So I just want to put that out there. I'm not the person to say, show me a receipt, because if I say I have it, I have it. So, is there anything else that you all would like me to address so I can go on and live my life?
Michelle Bolin said, how is this, what did she say? How is this helping Jen and Ivory's situation? I think that's what she stated. What's your suggestion to help? Would it be maybe everybody keeping their names out of their mouths and just sticking with justice for Dee Dee and Nick like they want to?
There were people in here that were in that live that day when I said to Jen, how about you stop talking about me and I will stop talking about you? And I walked away and I said nothing. And Jen was the one who couldn't keep my name out of her mouth yet again. So how about stop using my name, stop insinuating with fake nonsense and insinuating, acting like people, oh, because she sits over there with, how about you just talk you? How about you just talk you? You want to go and scam people? People are warned, y'all, you go over there and support it, that's on you. I did what I can do. That's all I'm going to say about it. Okay? But how about you concentrate so much on this great channel that you have, because you're not a content creator, and you do you. and you leave me the hell alone yet again. So I can carry on with my content that, what did you call, was dried up, and keep increasing my followers. And you sit there and you should try growing it if that's what you want. I'm just saying. But hey, how about you do you and leave my name out of your mouth?
There's a question there. It says, what about what Jen said about y'all's phone call? She was making shocking allegations.
So the phone call is show the receipt. Show the receipt, please. Don't make it AI. Make it the actual conversation, because my look it up, cute ACR records every phone call. I've told people that you're being recorded. I live in a state where you don't have to know about it. So because I run my businesses and answer my business phone off the same phone, every conversation, including chats, are recorded. So I will show that same conversation. We will do that. I will show you the date, I will show you the time, the length of the conversation, and I will run it. Show you the receipt, please.
And please stop saying a year and a half and all this. Actually come up with the actual dates, because I can provide those for you as well, Jen. If you would like the dates of when you left the rally. Oh, no, I'm just saying, like, that's the problem. She says, we've attacked for a year and a half. You guys know nobody's attacked. This started ramping up really bad in February. That's not a year and a half. A year and a half, I don't even think I remember even seeing Ivory on TikTok. And then she was on her panel. So when was that then? It was what? That long ago, before you got on Ivory's panel, you were attacked and being gone after, or what? I mean, if we're going to be technical here, right? And things are going to be said. And then you said you had 12 pages on Pink. And then you said 7 in the live. See, I remember.
Oh, and
I
13.
remember these things. So what is it, 12 pages or 7?
Or 13.
And then you said somebody had DV. Okay, who? And elaborate. Because I would love to hear that too. Because if it's about me, that ain't going to look good on you either, is it?
So again, please feel free. I'm asking you to drop the receipts, and I will also drop the receipts. And any other receipts you would like to show. Because when you drop receipts, then I will then counteract with mine, right? So either you can go away and work on your justice for Dee and Nick and continue scamming, or you want to go tit for tat. Either way, I'm here. You let me know.
So what bothers me is, like, a lot of people in the chat are saying a lot of different things. Like, here's one that I saw that came by. Nicole Jackson. I saw part of the live, and she was saying you falsified, accused your father of rape. But what's that really like? What's people's personal bullshit have anything to do with, like, this?
So I just addressed that. I've already addressed that. I'm not going to address that again. But again, because she asked me to show receipts, and I showed them, then she became upset and had to go and twist stories and all that to go real life because, well, that's Jen. So, but I've already addressed
She didn't
that.
show proof. It's easy to talk crap, but nobody shows the receipts.
She
ever.
said that I called her up and told her on a telephone call that I accused my father of something because I wanted to be with a guy. I said, and she said that I said that to her on a phone call. I said, show your receipt, because I do remember a phone call, and I actually do have a phone call. So then I will show them the actual phone call. So she said she had a receipt of that. I would love to see it, please. Please show the receipt. This is now me asking you for the receipt.
But what's it have to do with anything, like, relevant with this
Because
platform?
exactly what I said yesterday in my live. Jen wants receipts of things. Jen wants to make demands, but when she gets exactly what I tell her, I'm not lying. And when she gets them, then she plays victim to me.
Yeah, but who the fuck is Jen? Who cares?
That's what I'm
what-
saying. Apparently, I'm
what
jealous
did-
of
what
the
did-
chick.
What's
But
in her
that's the
business to get
problem.
personal information from people?
But that's exactly it. She says she's got personal information. She's attacking. She's out here. That's the problem, is that people are human and you won't leave people alone.
I'm
That's the
starting to think
problem.
that I'm starting to think that everything that happened to you might have freaking stemmed from somewhere. I wonder who.
The enemy of
Stupid
my
asses.
enemy is my friend. Exactly.
Exactly. Keep your friends close,
This
your enemies
sounds to me
closer.
like two desperate people trying to get a nut and got really angry because, they couldn't ride someone else's coattails, so now they're just going to try and tear her down. And that's what it's been. This whole year and a half crap, it's nothing. It's nothing. It doesn't make sense. It's not true. And it's just another way to make her feel more important. Like, oh, somebody's obsessed with me. No, they're not.
You know
Well,
what
what
I'm
it
going to
is
do? Hold on.
but
I
it
just
is.
applied for, you know what? I'm about to apply for Cameo, guys. You know what? I'm going to do some cameos. Jen, you want me to tell everybody that you're jealous of me? Go buy a cameo. Then I'll tell the entire world how jealous I am of you. Is that what you want? That sounds like fun. I'll say whatever you're going to pay me to say, baby.
Yeah, because like it's obvious. Like I said, we know where the follower count and everything is. Not like that really matters, but it seems like people are jealous of you and want to friggin' ruin you for everything you got by getting receipts of information that they don't have in order to scare the hell out of you till you run like most people do. And guess what? Haven't they noticed that you haven't ran yet? Don't they fucking learn?
Exactly it. The problem is when they expect a seat at my table and they want to ride coattails and I walk away from them quietly, they can't handle the fact that that was their chance and they let it go. I walked away quietly. They can't handle that. And people
No.
feel like they are owed something by me. I worked hard for my channel. I work hard for my content. I worked hard. No, I owe nobody anything, and you're not owed a seat at my table.
It's crazy. It's just freaking crazy. The way people take things on TikTok, sometimes I want to beat my head against the wall. You know,
That's it.
it's like, oh, we were friends, and they were growing an active following, and all of a sudden now we're not friends, and then they're like, what the hell? And now instead of saying, okay, say la vie, I'll get my own, I'll work hard for my own channel. No, let's berate somebody else's channel, ruin them so they're better at what they're doing, so they can talk about the same subject. When we know 100% of the fact that whatever's running on that side is, kind of fishy,
Right. Yeah.
Well, to me, the only reason you would want to take somebody down is if you're below them. So look at who's trying to take who down all the time. Just look. It's right there. And if you
Exactly.
have to take them down, it's so that you can rise up to their place. It's not about the content. Look at Ivory and look at Nina. They both do basically the same content, more or less. They both have their foot in the gypsy niche, right? They both are large. Nina's huge. Ivory's up there too. But yet they can talk, they can podcast, they can work together, they can collaborate. There's no competition. Why? Because there's respect for the work. There's respect for what they do and where they've gotten themselves. And they both did that separately, and now they collab together as two intelligent, successful women.
Yeah, and let's talk about this too. It's okay if people like certain creators and don't. That's okay. Why is that anybody else? That's not anybody else's business, though. Creators, can like certain creators and not like others. What are you getting at?
First,
I heard in her chat say, "Well, she must be working with Gypsy Blanchard." Why? Because she doesn't like Jen? Because she's defended herself? What? I think Gypsy Rose would put a hex on Ivory because of how Ivory has went over the FOIAs, went over the actual crime, the court docs, the medical records. Like, she's been doing it for a long time. Why would a friend do that? Right? What would she gain from that? She wouldn't.
let me tell you something. I could be super jealous of Nina, right? Nina is so 3 times larger than me. On both TikTok, on YouTube, on all of the things, right? She's so much bigger than me. And yet, here I do, sit there, and I'll call up and be like, dude, your video just it just went viral. Listen, good, man, if not me, I'm glad it's you. There ain't what am I jealous of? And that's like canceled said to me before, like she don't use me. It's like, man, look what you're doing.
Yeah, I
You know what I
get
mean?
so
And same thing for
excited.
her. It's like, man, look at your video. Why?
Yeah.
Who's jealous? Why was there? First of all, who we are on TikTok is not who we are in our real lives.
Oh God, no.
You know what I mean? Like, come on.
I'll tell you what, I am a nice person, and I'm also a very, in my real life, opinionated, strong person. And I've learned, because I have been a piss on as
Cancel
a child
TikTok.
and stuff. Um, I've learned to stick up for myself. And I don't feel the need to prove it on TikTok because, at the end of the day, we all have a story. I love everybody that wants to follow me or like my videos or, message me. I appreciate that because that's great. But also, when I get off TikTok, I'm a mother, I'm a lover, I'm a friend, I'm a daughter. I have
All of
life. I have opinions and thoughts that I don't put on TikTok because it's, my own business, and I have personal stuff. That's my business.
and let me just say this. Oh my God, she sits on live for 6 hours. Yeah, but you know the difference between me and you, Jen? I was off for 2 weeks.
Not everyone goes live every day.
So, Michelle, you said this arguing is not going to get awareness out of justice for Nick or Dee Dee. Well, why don't you say that in the other chat? Because that's what they're wanting, right?
Because if they didn't run their mouth, we wouldn't be in this situation now, would we?
How many
This is called
times
addressing a situation and move forward.
Ask Jen, you stop talking about me so we can move forward. And I kept my word. Until I couldn't. So make it make sense. Again, it all has to do with just leave my name out of your mouth. Leave my likeness and my page out of your mouth. You want me to be jealous? I'm jealous. I want to be a 56-year-old lady who works 24-hour shifts, 12 days. I want to be you so bad. Are you happy now? I'm trying to destroy the billboard out of jealousy. It wasn't me. You heard it here. Now can we all stop? Now can we all stop? You heard it. Did
Leave other people
screenshot
alone.
that? Please take a video of it. I am jealous of Cajun Navy Jen. I destroyed the billboard because I was jealous that it wasn't me who thought of it first. Can you please screen record that? Everybody put the video up. Now maybe she'll leave me alone. In fact, I will put the video up myself. I am jealous of Cajun Navy Jen. I destroyed the billboard because I was so jealous that I wasn't me who was doing it. Hashtag justice for Dee Dee and Nick. In the same sentence.
Yeah,
Okay?
if this is okay, Ivory, do you mind if I upload this when we're
Yes,
done
please
on
do.
YouTube?
Please
Okay.
do. Please do. So now that I said that, everyone please go make a video of me saying that. I'm not kidding. You guys think I'm joking. I'm not. Please make sure that all of my followers go follow Cajun Navy Jen too so she can have mine. Do all of the things, whatever it takes to leave me alone and leave my name out of your mouth. Whatever it takes. You need a check? I will cut a $5,000 check. Do what you will with it. You need some money. You don't even have to scam. Just tell me you'll leave me alone and I'll cut you a check. Are we done now?
Yeah, but if you didn't do that, that's still talking about it later anyway. That's how things work around this place.
That's the problem. That's the problem.
This is drama talk, not TikTok. Somebody gets a bad taste in their mouth for somebody, and instead of saying, follow who you want, as long as you're following me, that's it. No, let's talk crap at others. But knowing that the same followers that follow Jen are the same followers that follow you, me, Ash, and everybody else on this lineup. What are we trying to do here? What, she didn't think nobody from the background of those followers were going to come in and say something? I mean, you're talking in your own echo chamber at this fucking point.
Alicia said I hurt her feelings because she asked me for the receipts that I didn't want to show for weeks because you all heard her saying, show me the receipts, show me the receipts. And I still didn't show them in hopes that it would die down. And then I showed the receipts that she so nicely asked for. And now I'm a bully. I told you this yesterday that this was going to happen. I told you this was going to happen. And exactly, people are creatures of habit. Right? Just like the scamming. It's all creatures of habit. I could have told you. I told you she was going to do it. And just know that everybody up on this panel, anybody who was on a panel with me yesterday, first of all, it's really sad because one girl was targeted, and that's really sad. I'm not going to mention names. However, just know that people are still being targeted because they were on a panel with me. I'm just saying. So are we done now? Did everyone get that screen recording? Do I need to say it again? Did anyone not get it? Please go make the video. I'm not kidding. I am asking all of the people in here to please take that recording and make the video. Maybe you will all, you know what? Let's get everyone to go viral with that video. I'll share it out. We'll all share it out. This way everybody knows that I'm jealous of Cajun Navy Jen and I ruined the billboard because I was so jealous it wasn't my idea. Okay? We need it one more time? Ivory Rose Nose, am jealous of Cajun Navy Jen. She is all the things that I cannot be. I ruined the entire billboard because I was upset that she thought of it first and not me. Are we done? Can we stop now? You're never gonna break me. You can't hurt my feelings. My truths are my truths, and I've never lied.
And no offense, she's not going anywhere. She's not going anywhere anytime soon. She has a big support structure. Try as you might. She has fighters. Sorry.
I'm not. I want to sit here. I even stopped talking about Gypsy. I'm going down new rabbit holes. I held a live the other night talking about the Scientology and the Soto case. Like that, you can have it. Go do your amazing things because I'm going to continue growing my case. I'm going. There's an awful lot of justice out there that needs to be talked about, and I'm going to continue going. You're never going to knock me down. You're never going to. You know, you want to keep trying. I mean, this is getting a little bit exhausting, and I'm just saying. But I'm never going to back down. So you might as well just give up. You can have the Gypsy Rose niche, all of the work that you did, looking into the case and the crime and all of it. Yeah. I'll pass that torch. I will go do my own thing.
It's becoming old news anyway. It's repetitive. There's so many users going after Gypsy Rose now that it's like, you know what, it's hard to even watch anymore. It's obvious she ain't going anywhere, and in time, maybe something will happen, or maybe something won't. But if
seriously,
that's what they
you
want to
waited
do and
until
push
she was
that,
off of parole for all this justice?
Yeah, if you want to push that content, go right ahead. But a lot of us say, you know what, this is getting boring. We need to do other content that's more relevant. How long are we going to push the narrative? 2 more years?
So, and I want to say something. I see people, well, the billboard, it happened. It was great. Ivory never said it wasn't great.
Amazing! The billboard was amazing. Oh, look at all of the justice. Let's go put money in Gypsy's commissary. She locked up yet? All of the justice. You sat there and told off the Petrie family for it and disrupted an entire family. The family of the victim. Look at Nick sitting out there. All of this that you're doing for Nick. So jealous.
Quack, quack. quack, quack. You probably hear my music in the background.
Yeah, I was like,
Sorry.
Yeah, I was actually mouthing at him. Yeah.
Mother,
you know,
Mother Goose
everybody in
story
that chat
time.
was just singing quack, quack, quack. You know we were, because I'm like,
I'm telling you what, I think I know it by heart at this point. I love it. I love that
all right.
song.
On that note, I said my piece.
And I'm sure they'll be alive tomorrow attacking.
Oh hell,
probably
it's Saturday. They'll be 1 to 9. Are you
Pink,
kidding me?
you know, and then
Yeah.
sing like they're this, that, and let me talk about some trauma story.
One of us are going to see it, you know it. And one of us is going to filter off somebody else, and then there's going to be another live or another dressed again. That's all it's going to be. It's going to be a tit for tat, back and forth, like little children, like as if we're all 15-year-olds.
Yeah.
That's what this is. And how old is she? 50 what? Come on now.
But they said yesterday, let's focus on the justice for Nick and Dee Dee. Okay, then do that. Put your money where your mouth is. Do it.
Exactly.
Do it.
Well, yeah,
Let's all
yesterday
stop
it was.
talking and do it.
Yeah, yesterday it was. They can say whatever they want. I'm not defending nothing. I'm never saying another word. Don't send me nothing. Don't show me nothing. And then boom, what happened today? I'm just saying.
Oh, the infamous one and done. Is
So
her
one
infamous
and done.
One
Said
and
it with her
done.
whole chest. Said it with her whole
That's
chest.
That's starting to sound like a playbook from someone we used to talk about. I don't even have to mention them, but you all know who I'm talking about. Sounds like that exact same playbook.
Yep.
And she's in her 60s, by the way. Think
Oh
about
my
that.
goodness.
Phenomenal tag who's dried up. Look.
As I quote, you are a mother. You shouldn't be on TikTok, and your kids are neglected.
Someone should make a call.
Right? I can't with these people. Hey guys, I'm gonna get off here. Ever since I've been on here, you're the only woman who's never heard drama. Thank you for that, Nelly. I appreciate that. That being said, guys, I'm gonna give Cancel back for the page. Cancel, thank you so much for letting me hijack your page. Thank you guys all for being up here for support. Nina is in the chat, but she was up there too. Thank you so much. Thank you all, and hopefully I won't see you on a live later about this. My own accounts, I can't go live until the 18th, so I'll be doing videos and be going live over on YouTube. So catch me there. And guys, thank you all for your support.
And hopefully this doesn't have to be gone through again.
Everybody,
With
just
No, hopefully not.
give a follow. If you're in here, make sure you're following. I appreciate you all, and I'll talk to you guys later.
And I'll upload this on YouTube as
Yes.
well.
Yep.
On my account.
Canceled.
Canceled at True Crime. If you click on the link on my profile, it takes you to my YouTube. So I'm going to upload this. It might take a couple hours, though.
All right. Thank you, guys.
Thanks, Amber.